Yeah, so I did go to the Reds game today, Greg. It was very hard to watch. I realized how bad this team actually was by watching them in person when you see their batting average on the Jumbotron, and barely anyone is hitting over 220 on that team right now. Ellie De La Cruz struck out 4 times. It's not a good time right now for the Cincinnati Reds. But as you're saying, Dodgers on the run line, that's the play I'm going to be making in this game. When I got it, it was like minus 102, which is very, very good. I think that the price is going to shoot up. It could be up to minus 130 by the time we see this game actually happen, because the Cincinnati Reds just simply aren't a good team, and their biggest weakness is they're not able to hit the baseball, and that's something that the Dodgers do extremely well. For the Dodgers in this game, they've scored 62 more runs than the Reds. They've had over 100 more hits than the Reds, 22 more homers than Cincinnati as well. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, what a rebound this season for him. Will Smith. This whole lineup can hit top to bottom, and you just really don't get that with the Reds in any way whatsoever, especially if Ellie De La Cruz stays quiet at the plate. Graham Ashcraft, I think they're going to have plenty of chances to hit off him. He's 3-3 with a 4.25 ERA and a 1.42 WHIP. James Paxton's going to be on the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He is 5-0. Don't want to say that there's not flaws in his game, because there are. He walks a ton of batters, but Cincinnati's offense just isn't good enough to do damage at the plate when they get those walks. There's on the Jumbotron today at the game, they had something like walks will haunt. It had like scary music to him. Like, I'm not scared of the Cincinnati Reds team, even if they walk. They just don't have enough hitters to drive in driving runners right now. So I'm going to be on the Dodgers minus 1.5 prime run line spot on the road, pitching and hitting advantage. Getting Padres for plus money at home in this game, I think, is a steal. First off, you have to look at the time in this game. The Yankees are making their road trip. They're going to be playing at 9:40 p.m. on the East Coast, basically the equivalent playing at 6:40 p.m. Pacific time. So when you're looking at that, right off that alone, I do like the Padres in this one. Now you have their ace on the mound with Yu Darvish, who's just been sensational this season. And then to top it all off, you have a San Diego lineup that's really scary. And again, watching this Reds game today in person, you notice it a lot more than watching on TV or looking at the stat sheet. You see Luis Ariz has been fantastic. He is so hard to get out. There is not one easy at-bat you're going to get off him. He could start with an 0-2 count, and he's still going to challenge pitchers. Then you go Tatis, you go Profar, Cronenworth, who are all fantastic. Manny Machado is struggling, but he had a big hit today as well. So there's a lot of star power in this Padres lineup that I think people don't necessarily realize they don't get the credit for, because the Los Angeles Dodgers are in their division. And New York's one of the best teams in baseball, obviously one of the World Series favorites right now. But I wouldn't call this a good spot for Carlos Rodon. He's much worse on the road than he is at home. Still not bad on the road by any means, but opponents are batting 189 off him at Yankee Stadium. They're batting 273 off him on the road. So I think this Padres team can carry the momentum for winning a series against Cincinnati back home in San Diego and find a way to get the job done. For plus money with Yu Darvish on the mound in a spot where the Yankees have to travel across the country, definitely a good play.